level of partnerships, and winners will enjoy a certain benefits from Johnson&Johnson and our partners. So let me just start by saying that innovation is not easy. It is not just easy in idea generation, but also it's not easy because of competitions. Like today, there are 4,000 participants register for this event, but every single rooms are competing for audience, right? So I think innovation is everywhere, but competition is everywhere. So let me just start by introducing this company that I worked for 18 years. This is my fifth international jobs that I work in this company. So if you have questions about this company's philosophy and its investment strategy, our operation, I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I think more importantly is today we are here to introduce a specific part of the innovation, how we collaborate. So let me share with you, first of all, the company has always been a champion for innovation. This company, Johnson&Johnson, established 134 years ago, okay? In US, if I go back to Korea history, it will be Chosun Dynasty. If you think about any company that founded in Chosun Dynasty, and in China, it is actually in Qing Dynasty. So this company, through so many years, decades and decades of innovation, to make sure our products, our solution is relevant for this generation. In fact, Johnson&Johnson right now is #1 in healthcare sector. Just think about it, how much innovation we have done and how much innovation we need to secure our position to be the #1 healthcare company in the world, founding 134 years ago. Talking about Korea, I have been working here. This is my second year to work in Korea. This is a fascinating country. I have to tell you that you are just fortunate because Korean economy, competitiveness, infrastructure, funds, ideas, people are all there. So I think that Korea is a very meaningful country for us. I personally love it. I think you also need to know that Johnson&Johnson has different franchise, different sectors in Korea. Pharmaceutical, Hangul Janssen is our pharmaceutical sector, which I supervise, and we also have medical device sectors. We also have consumer sectors that are working under a whole Johnson&Johnson umbrella. In Korea, we are here for 36 years. Okay, so we do understand the rules, the culture, the history, heritage, and the market landscape of Korea. The company is that I work for, Janssen Korea, is very proud that we not only generating sales, marketing, innovation, but we are widely recognized by the local government. Just last year, end of last year, we were nominated and awarded by the government that we are the innovative pharmaceutical companies. That's quite a rare award for multinational companies. We are also awarded by our friendly, family-friendly management, as well as the good place to work. So my message to entrepreneurs, to investors, while we are happy to discuss the collaboration, but if in the end you like to work for us in the company, you can also contact me. We are pretty friendly. Okay, so let me start. Competitiveness. This market, Korea, is viewed by World Economy Forum. Every year they run this type of ranking on nationwide. So this WEF ranked 140 countries, and you will be proud to look at Korea, a country of 50 million people. In terms of global competitiveness, it ranks 15. From last year, it ranks 2 positions up. Okay, so in this particular ranking, this part they rank according to different pillars, and this part is called innovation ecosystem. Innovation ecosystem says how friendly that an idea can be born and can be brought to the market, can be protected by the regulations, can attract funds. So all these Korean views rates really high. So I think that the message for entrepreneurs is just a matter of how. You're in a very good environment, a very good country, but you need to figure out how to get it done. Some people are also interested in the neighboring countries of the ranking. I was happy to talk about is Japan is number 5th, Australia number 14, and China 28th. There is a different ranking this morning I just saw in terms of unicorn. Number of unicorn companies per capita. Korean ranks global number 4. And in fact, it's the number 1 among all Asian countries. So proud of all the Korean companies. So I think I started my career in Johnson&Johnson 18 years ago. I started healthcare, pharmaceutical. I have 24 years. I have to say that today, while we are working, it's a totally different market versus 10 years ago, 20 years ago. These are the big trends. This says that in pharmaceutical, in healthcare, we no more just talk about products. We no more talk about one injection or one pill or one machine or one test. We're talking about a holistic solutions. Having said that, there are also focus of how technologies can shape the market. So my colleagues will talk to you about the interested area that we invite for innovation in this round in 2019. There are 3. Precision of medicines, or you call it personal medicines, is one particular area that we are very looking forward to the open innovation, to ideas from outside and looking how we can bring those ideas. Because the precision of medicine actually talks about not only how this medicine work, but to predict how well will the patient be response, okay? So I think in that sense, you probably will touch some of the part of the breakthrough technologies. There will be certain parts of shift to outcomes and values, and there will be parts relating to regulatory requirement. So that is one area we are very interested, and these are shaping the future. It's about companion diagnostic, precision medicines, and predictive methodologies, platforms that can encourage the best utilization of certain medicines. The second area that we are very interested is in data science. Okay, data science meaning any technology relating to healthcare that has an element, component of big data, real-world data, AI, machine learning. Okay, so these are the second cluster blockchains. These are second cluster of areas we're interested. The third area is 3D printing. Okay, so these are the 3 areas that my colleagues will help you to go through, but let me just summarize that because all these areas talks about not only the medicine itself, but the solution to the patients and solution to healthcare agencies, national reimbursement bureaus. So these are the things, and we need each other. I think that more than ever, that companies and entrepreneurs need each other. Why would the entrepreneur need the company? I was in multiple sessions actually today. I sit in different sessions asking how Johnson&Johnson can be competitive in offering. I understand that many of the good ideas, if the ideas are really good, you should not be short of people wanting to collaborate with you. But then, who should you select? Okay, is that a partner with the money? Of course, money is important. But in healthcare domain, you really need deep technology, like environment regulation expertise. You need a deep understanding of the infrastructure from idea generation to bring to the market, but also your patent, your life cycle management. So there are many, many areas that in healthcare which different from other market is a deep knowledge in domain-specific areas that in other market, I think non-healthcare, probably less regulated, okay? And in healthcare, you'll find very deep burden for many of the entrepreneur startup to understand even the regulations. So I think this is how J&J and us can provide you with the infrastructure, with the capital, and with the expertise, deep expertise in the healthcare industry. Our collaboration model, I won't go into details. If you have good idea, I think one word you can get from us is flexible. Okay, flexible deal models. Actually, J&J deal with many different partners in many countries with many different deal structures. So flexibility is our strength, but really goes back to the core of the level of innovation. We look for breakthrough innovations, and that means a lot to patients, means a lot to this market practice. So the good thing for you is get a good idea, okay? Get a good idea, describe it in a differentiated way, in a competitive way, then we'll figure out how we do the deal structure with you. Then this is our global network. This is not a operating network. This is a external innovation network that tells you the footprint. So once any good idea, any entrepreneur gets into a short list of J&J innovation programs, and Quick File Challenge is one of the programs. And you can see that Korea is here, that you not only get a network expertise support in Korea, but actually it is an ecosystem within Johnson&Johnson that we have a broad coverage, geographically coverage, and can help you. Either you want to be a local company or you want to be a global company at a certain stage, then you probably need to understand some of the early ideas that how can that work in the longer term. For example, the patent protection in different parts of the market is a very much global perspective rather than local perspective. All right. So I think let me summarize. Okay, summarize my presentation. Innovation Hub is not just a platform to unite ideas. It is actually a platform to encourage inspiring, smartest people to meet each other, to discuss things each other, and to inspire each other. So that is how we put it. It is a strong network, and Johnson&Johnson can provide for people who can combine resource, idea, and technology in a completely new and flexible way. With that, I think my colleagues is going to come to the stage to introduce the Quick File Challenge, Johnson&Johnson 2019. This is the third time in Korea we run Quick File Challenge. You're going to hear the previous 2 years, and we really want to thank not only you, but also the organizer. Like today, I want to appreciate the organizer's effort, Kita and KDB Bank. Because of this organizer and Seoul BioHub, the Seoul metropolitan government, actually we work together to make sure that idea competition is organized in a transparent, open, and fair way, so that we can encourage those ideas come to us and with the best presentation that they can ever have. So I think that's my introduction of the company. Be competitive, okay? Be competitive, be innovative. Thank you very much. Will, can I ask you to come up to the stage?
네, 안녕하세요. 네, 반갑습니다. 갑자기 좀 마음이